The tech industry has a new favorite magic trick, making workers disappear while claiming that AI did it. But pull back that curtain and you'll find something far less impressive than artificial intelligence. You'll just find good old-fashioned corporate spin. In late January, the CEO of Amazon announced 16,000 more corporate employees were going to be laid off to make way for Gen AI agents. Salesforce recently laid off 4,000 customer support roles, claiming that AI could handle 50% of the work that they do. Hewlett-Packard plans to cut up to 6,000 jobs by the end of 2028 in favor of what the CEO calls a significant opportunity to embed AI into HP. You know what that means. Accenture, Pinterest, Lufthansa, Duolingo, and Klarna have already or are planning to reduce headcount to make room for, you guessed it, more AI agents. In short, companies have done a lot of work to convince people that AI is to blame for mass layoffs. The dominant narrative that we're seeing right now is that AI-related layoffs are inevitable and justifiable, and that they signal a commitment to long-term innovation and long-term cost reduction. Here's the truth. AI isn't necessarily to blame for mass layoffs, and human agents are definitely not being replaced by millions of virtual agents overnight. We're actually witnessing a sophisticated corporate sleight of hand known as AI washing, which is essentially the tech equivalent to greenwashing. What is AI washing? AI washing is when companies exaggerate or fabricate their AI capabilities to appear innovative, maybe to attract investment or even to boost stock prices. Think of it like putting a low-fat label on junk food. The marketing sounds healthy, but the product inside is just the same garbage it always was. Companies slap AI powered onto everything from basic automation to products that are literally just humans doing the work behind the scenes. All to cash in on the hype. I can't blame them. It's tempting. AI redundancy washing is even more sinister. This is when companies blame AI for job cuts to mask the real reasons, like executive incompetence, maybe overhiring during the pandemic, poor market forecasting, or just economic and political instability. There's certainly a lot of that right now. So instead of admitting we messed up, executives are saying, you know what, AI made these roles redundant. The founder of the e-commerce app Nate Inc. is now facing the first AI washing enforcement case after scamming investors out of $42 million thanks to false claims about his app's AI-powered capabilities. Amazon scrapped its Just Walk Out project after it was revealed that 70% of their AI-powered, completely checkout-free shopping experience was actually run by 1,000 very real remote workers in India. So let's take a closer look at some of the data that proves AI isn't really the cause of these mass layoffs. Yes, it is true that 55,000 U.S. job cuts in the first 11 months of 2025 were attributed to AI. However, AI-related job cuts represented only about 4.5% of total job cuts. So by contrast, job losses as a result of standard market and economic conditions totaled 245,000. Research from Forrester projects that AI will automate away only about 6% of U.S. jobs by 2030, but that 20% of jobs will be AI augmented by 2030. And this signals the importance of investing in employee training and upskilling right now. Another data point that AI washers love to misrepresent is MIT's Project Iceberg finding that AI can already replace 12% of the workforce. But what's left out is the necessary clarification that AI has not actually replaced 12% of the workforce, only that it could, theoretically, at some point in the future, once we all figure out how to make that happen. MIT's Project Iceberg says that only about 2% of U.S. labor wage value is currently impacted by visible AI adoption, meaning that companies are firing people today for technology that according to the data, they haven't actually fully adopted yet. The data is really clear. We are not in an AI job apocalypse. We are, however, in an AI washing epidemic. So how do you recognize AI washing in the wild? Key red flags that you want to look out for include vague terminology. So if an AI provider's website is full of buzzwords like intelligent or neural networks, but provides zero insight on what data it was trained on and has no validation metrics, chances are it's AI washing. There's also the black box defense. This is when vendors refuse to explain how their AI tools work because it's proprietary. 100% accuracy claims. Real AI makes mistakes. It hallucinates. Only fake AI is perfect. Look at the leadership. Does the leadership team even have a data science background? You might want to check that out. Are we all doomed to be replaced by robots, or does the rampant AI washing we're seeing now mean robots are doomed to be replaced by humans? A lot of companies that prematurely fired large swaths of their workforce after going all in on AI are already rehiring those human employees. Forrester predicts that over half of layoffs attributed to AI will be reversed. AI washing really perpetuates the fear of AI-related job loss. It gives poor leadership an easy excuse for cutbacks. It misleads investors, and it really undermines trust in legitimate AI innovations. Companies have got to stop blaming employees for being inferior to AI and start investing in the kind of upskilling and training that actually helps workers adapt to the technology changes. And they should probably stop hiring the kinds of executives that go for smoke and mirrors instead of for genuine transformation. Thank you all so much for watching today. I'm Katherine from the CX Foundation. And if you like this video, please subscribe, give us a thumbs up, share it with your friends. Thank you so much, and we'll see you in the next one.